In a cursed jungle swamp, a wounded wild boar collapsed near the river. Suddenly, a massive saltwater crocodile exploded from the water, biting its leg. The boar screamed in agony as blood filled the mud. No help existed. Only death surrounded the helpless animal. The crocodile dragged the boar deeper when a giant python slithered down from a tree. It wrapped around the boar's chest, squeezing brutally. Bones cracked. The boar screamed louder. Predators fought over a living victim while the jungle watched silently. From the shadows, a Bengal tiger appeared. Its eyes locked on the bleeding boar. It roared and attacked both crocodile and python. Claws, teeth, blood everywhere. The boar was tossed like a toy between monsters. Survival seemed impossible. As night fell, hyenas arrived, laughing horribly. They bit the boar's face and legs. The tiger fought them off, but exhaustion grew. The boar stopped moving. Rain mixed with blood.
No man's. No rescue.
Only nature's cruelty. Lightning revealed a king cobra crawling toward the boar's open wound. It struck repeatedly. Venom entered the body. The boar's breathing slowed. Death hovered seconds away. The jungle felt cursed, merciless, unstoppable. The boar lay motionless, surrounded by tiger tracks, snake skins, and crocodile scars. It barely breathed. Predators waited patiently. This was the end, or so it seemed. Suddenly, loud engine noise shattered the jungle silence. Bright lights cut through darkness. Flares exploded. Predators panicked and scattered. For the first time, humans had arrived, but they were surrounded by the most dangerous animals alive. The rescue team jumped out carefully. A tiger roared nearby. A crocodile rushed from water. Python struck at a rescuer. The team realized this was not a rescue. It was a war to save one dying life. As rescuers approached the dying boar, a massive saltwater crocodile burst from the river, charging directly at them. One rescuer slipped in the mud. The crocodile snapped its jaws inches from his leg. Gunshots and flares barely slowed the beast's deadly advance. Before the team could recover, the giant python returned, wrapping itself around the boar's body and the metal stretcher. The snake tightened violently. Bones cracked again. Two rescuers pulled desperately while another stabbed the python with a pole, risking instant death from constriction. A furious Bengal tiger roared nearby and charged the rescue lights. It leaped toward the team, swiping claws through the air. A rescuer fired a tranquilizer, but the tiger slammed into him first, throwing him hard against a tree, knocking him unconscious instantly. Blood poured from the injured rescuer's head. The tiger stumbled but stayed standing. The crocodile circled back. Panic spread. The team formed a defensive wall around the boar, knowing if they failed now, everyone, including the rescued animal, would die in seconds. The tranquilizer finally weakened the tiger, but it did not fall. Instead, it roared one last time and disappeared into darkness. The team lifted the boar carefully, but suddenly the ground shook. Heavy footsteps echoed, warning them another nightmare was approaching fast. A massive wild bear emerged from the trees, drawn by blood and noise. It charged violently, slamming a rescuer to the ground. Bones cracked. Screams filled the jungle. Flares were fired directly into its face, barely stopping its unstoppable rage. As the bear retreated, a king cobra slithered out from under the stretcher. It struck instantly, biting a rescuer's boot. Venom sprayed. Panic exploded. Another rescuer crushed the snake's head just in time, saving the man from certain death. Rain poured heavily, turning the ground into deadly mud. The crocodile returned again, lunging at the stretcher. One rescuer sacrificed his position, pushing the boar forward while the crocodile snapped at his arm, tearing flesh but missing bone by inches. Bleeding badly, the injured rescuer refused to stop. The team reached their vehicle, but a pack of hyenas surrounded them, laughing horribly. They attacked together, biting tires and legs. Engine noise and fire finally scared them back into the darkness. The vehicle sped through the jungle as predators chased from both sides. Inside, the boar stopped breathing again. Hands shook as emergency aid began. Seconds passed like years. Suddenly, the boar gasped for air, shocking everyone inside the blood-soaked vehicle. At the rescue center, alarms screamed. Vets fought to save the boar's shattered body. Outside, the rescuers collapsed, shaking, injured, and traumatized. Images of tiger claws, crocodile jaws, and snake venom replayed endlessly in their minds. Hours later, the boar survived surgery. Silence replaced chaos. The jungle had failed to kill it. Humans had stolen one life back from nature's most dangerous monsters, at a terrifying cost none of them would ever forget. At sunrise, doctors confirmed the boar was finally stable. Deep scars covered its body, reminders of crocodile teeth, snake venom, and tiger claws. The rescuers watched silently, knowing this animal survived something few creatures ever escape alive. Days later, the jungle felt strangely quiet. Predators returned to their territories. The rescue team recovered slowly, both physically and mentally. Nightmares haunted them, flashing images of blood, roaring beasts, and the moment death nearly won. The boar was moved to a protected wildlife zone. It stepped out cautiously, sniffing the air. Fear still lived in its eyes, but so did strength. This was not weakness, it was survival carved by pain and terror. From a distance, the jungle watched without attacking.
No crocodile said. No tiger roared.
It was as if nature respected the battle that had been fought and lost. Silence replaced horror for the first time. This rescue proved one brutal truth. In a world ruled by the most dangerous animals, survival is never guaranteed. But courage, sacrifice, and timing can steal life back from death, even in the darkest, most horrible jungle imaginable.